On the ground in Syria itself, the bitter fighting continues. One town at the centre of hostilities is Malula. It's a predominantly Christian settlement captured by al-Qaeda-affiliated rebels at the weekend. Amid growing reports of residents being driven out and killed in the fighting, government and rebel forces each blame the other, as our chief correspondent Thomson reports now from neighbouring Lebanon.
Come the fighting, come the confusion. Malula, potentially a World Heritage Site and ancient Christian settlement, has been badly scarred, there's no question. It's government shelling, say the rebels. It's al-Qaeda fighters here, say the residents who fled. The public stance of those rebels?
We will not shoot any civilians and any churches. We only target those that target us. Those that do not are safe. They are our families. They are from our homeland. No one gets close to these holy places.
Those who got out speak of terror at the men who came into their town screaming Allahu Akbar.
Our poor Malula is sick, so sick. We were sitting quietly and suddenly we heard the bombs and the cry Allahu Akbar. When they tried to enter the sanctuary of Santa Tecla, someone tried to stop them, but they began to threaten and insult us. Then they went back on top of the rock, shouting Allahu Akbar and continuing to threaten us.
The shockwave, of course, reverberates not just across Syria, across borders. Beirut, apparently a world away from Syria. The bling, the commerce, the superficial tolerance, but for Christians here, terror at what's happening next door over the border in Syria. Mazan Abur says the US president simply doesn't understand the complexity and the potential for far greater war here. After America attacked Iraq, look what happened, he says. Give me a sense of the anxiety that you were speaking of there.
You know something, whenever they bombarded Iraq, what happened to the Christian community? All of the Christians, they quit, they fled out of the country. And Iraq is now out of Christians. It became like a warring place among the different sects of Islam. That's what we are afraid of.
Some say Christianity itself in the lands where it was born is under threat as never before. Should it come to it, few in the Christian community here in Beirut buy any talk about a limited US strike, the shot across the bows that President Obama spoke of recently. They say there will be escalation, conflagration, and they say whether America wants it or not, they will be in alliance with al-Qaeda, the people actively destroying our communities across Syria.
First thing that make me really confused and anxious that how that come and the US as a government is once upon a time was fighting against the Qaeda, and right now Al-Qaeda, and right now he's standing with them against the Assad regime.
The emotions among Christians in this city range from his confusion to outright anger. And all the while, the unease across all communities here that Syria could spill into Lebanon itself.